I came to America expecting to be mocked for my accent, ethnicity, and foreign habits. Instead, I found people who cared only about my conduct. Every other country I've lived in or visited before had many of the locals treating minorities, immigrants, and even tourists with condescension, suspicion, or worse. Our university had hundreds of students from all over the world. There were just 3 professors and 1 student from the United States in my department. The rest of us were from Bulgaria, Romania, Estonia, Turkey, China, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Mali, and Ecuador. Obviously, we were not selected based on first or last names. None of us was judged by the color of our skins or eyes. The only thing that mattered was the quality of our academic work. Over the years, we made friends with many American families and students from Brazil, Korea, Kenya, Nepal, Greece, Taiwan, New Zealand, Albania, Tonga, and a bunch of other places not based on appearances, but on shared interests and values. We found church families where everyone was embraced and encouraged to grow based on character, not race or nationality. My wife and I were very poor as students and lived without TV or internet in the apartment we rented. By the time I graduated, we were fully assimilated into the American culture. All thanks to living among real Americans and having little exposure to the fake American media that thrives on sowing divisions in the most inclusive country in the world. As a professor, I could finally splurge for cable service and got hooked on watching several news channels. Back in my Bulgarian high school, we studied Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. My experience had convinced me that the beautiful dream had become a reality. Now almost every TV host and politician was claiming that at least half of America was racist. I wondered if that was true. Perhaps I had lived by accident in several bubbles from the Midwest to New York City, surrounded by good people while the rest of America was full of bigots. Were all Republican presidents from Lincoln to Reagan racist? Did Bush 1 and 2 believe that whites were superior to blacks? Was racist Donald Trump's middle name? How many Americans subscribe to the view that skin color determines an individual's worth? Racism is stupid. Discriminating against employees on anything but skills and work ethic, or against customers on anything unrelated to their ability to pay, can be prohibitively costly in a competitive market. And it's not hard to see that racism is evil. But according to the mainstream media narrative, tens of millions of Americans were stupid and evil. And that's when I found the racists. It started with a debate on school choice. One side demanded vouchers for education to allow all parents, not just the wealthy ones, to decide where their children attend school. The racists fought these reforms and supported local public school monopolies. Racists don't trust minority parents to select an appropriate school for their kids. The real racists keep black children trapped in failing schools.